within the grand tapestry of ancient history. Where kingdoms rise and fall like the sun and moon, some figures are destined for eternal infamy. Among them, none casts a darker or more captivating shadow than Jezebel, the Phoenician princess who became the wicked queen of Israel. Her story is not merely a tale of power and politics. It is a chilling chronicle of idolatry, ruthless ambition, and a downfall so gruesome it became a legendary curse. This is the rise and fall of Queen Jezebel. The story begins with a grand procession as the stunning Phoenician princess Jezebel arrives in Israel to marry King Ahab. Her exotic beauty was a marvel, but beneath her enchanting exterior lay a will of iron and a heart cold with ambition. She did not come to assimilate, but to dominate. Soon after her arrival, grand temples dedicated to her god, Baal, began to rise across the land. With her powerful influence over the king, she led the Israelites away from their God, Yahweh, and into the worship of idols, earning the ire of Israel's prophets, who watched in dismay as their nation strayed into darkness. The simmering conflict boiled over on the slopes of Mount Carmel. Here, the lone prophet Elijah issued a dramatic challenge to Jezebel's 450 prophets of Baal. A divine showdown to prove whose God was real. The confrontation ended in a spectacular victory for Elijah and a humiliating defeat for Baal's followers. When news reached the queen, her beauty contorted into a mask of pure fury. She swiftly penned a message to Elijah, a chilling vow sworn on her gods that by the next day, he would share the same fate as her fallen prophets. Her cruelty knew no bounds, as shown in the tragic tale of Naboth's vineyard. When King Ahab coveted a vineyard belonging to a common man named Naboth, who refused to sell his ancestral land, the king fell into a childish sulk. Seeing her husband's dejection, Jezebel consoled him with a sinister promise, telling him to arise and eat bread, and let your heart be cheerful. I will give you the vineyard. True to her word, she orchestrated a wicked plot, framing Naboth with false accusations of blasphemy. The innocent man was dragged outside the city and stoned to death, his land forfeited to the crown. But such evil could not go unpunished. The prophet Elijah confronted Ahab, delivering a terrifying prophecy of doom not just for his house, but specifically for his queen. He declared that in the very place where Naboth's blood was spilled, dogs would devour Jezebel by the wall of Jezreel. Years passed, and the prophecy seemed to fade. But heaven's judgment is patient. When the usurper Jehu rode his chariot toward the city, a defiant, aging Jezebel refused to flee. She painted her eyes and adorned her head, looking down from her window, a queen to the very end. Her beauty was still